Okay. Are you with me? Hello? McFly? So, for those that didn't see, this is my new dishwasher. I love you, dishwasher. And it's nice and big, American. So you can see there's some dishes in here, but there's some dishes that just won't fit. Like a juice pitcher. There's some of these metal and plastic things I just don't like to put. Maybe some of the plastic Tupperware could go in there, but not everything can go in there. So, all right. We're here. It's back. Hello. Okay, yes. I lost the video because I accidentally turned my phone off. All right. My large water has... you know what? Let's turn some lights on. Sorry, I'm a vampire. Speaking of vampires, did you hear the latest vampire dad joke? Oh, it just went down to 3. 5 of you abandoned me just because I mentioned dad jokes? Don't do that. Come on. Don't be scared. I am back too. So, here's how the dad joke goes. What do you call... No, not what do you call. I just ruined it. Take it back. What's an optimistic vampire's favorite drink? Be positive. But get it? Be positive. As in blood. All right, that's all. Still not working for me, but I gotta go into work now. I'm interviewing a couple people for a job, and I'll be back later. All right. All right, I'm refreshing people. No worries if you have to go, if you have to do job interviews, all that stuff. I'm just washing dishes. It's not very exciting. And once the water gets boiling. All right, how about now? Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now? I can't type whatsoever. There's Fluxel. No worries, buddy. You asked a question earlier, Fluxel, and I didn't get to hear it. Or I didn't get to read it because Twitch is dumb. And it said that you said bad words, and all you said was, does your family? And it interpreted that as, does your beep? I don't know what it was doing. But it took away your question. So if you want to, how does your family like living in Brazil? Yes. So, it's a mixed bag, I'll be honest. I think in general we all like living in Brazil pretty well. My kids don't really know much about the U.S. now because it's been 7 years since we lived there. My daughter left. When we left, my daughter was 2. So what she remembers is kind of spotty. She sees lots of pictures. I think there were some aspects of it, like the language barrier, that she knew is much easier to communicate with people. And so I would say she doesn't like the language still. Like, she very much prefers English, which is partially our fault because we speak English a lot in the house. I think my wife, she will tell you that she misses just the ease of getting something done. Like, not just being in a big city, but being in Brazil in general. There's a lot more red tape. There's a lot more bureaucracy. There's a lot more complicated situations. For example, in the U.S., if you need anything, you can really go to Walmart if you need it. Because Walmart has everything. Pharmacy, groceries, guns, supplies, car, tire, everything. In Brazil, there is no store that has everything. And there are very few areas that have everything in one place. Or if everything's in one place, it's very expensive because they know they have you. Like, it's almost like, well, we set up this great conglomeration of stores, pharmacy, grocery store, automotive, and the prices are usually more expensive. So sometimes you have to like go to this area to do all these things, and it takes you all day to do like 3 things. Where in the US, we could get everything accomplished in one day. And so the ease of getting things done in the US is different. And the driving here, I miss the driving in the US. I miss just driving down the street, everybody being calm. Here, the motorcycles are crazy. They drive everywhere. and they're like, it's like Mad Max every day when you drive on the road. I'm gonna work on dishes while I'm talking. But I would say in general, my family likes it a lot. We like the multicultural aspects of it. You know, for a lot of people, Brazilians are people that live in the jungle or like Hispanic looking people. But there are Japanese Brazilians, there are German Brazilians, there are Italian Brazilians, and they're a lot like the US. They brought their customs, and they brought Italian customs, they brought Japanese customs. You know, like here, the people you want to buy fruits and vegetables from, the Japanese, because they know how to take care of and grow and cultivate good fruits, and they open grocery stores, and like everybody's culture has been brought, just like in the US where it's just like a melting pot. So we really appreciate that we still have that aspect where we live. So yeah. Do you have Amazon, not the river? That would be from Chad Fackler. Thank you for that question, Chad. We have access to Amazon, and in a very expensive way, we can pay for things to be delivered to Brazil, but it costs a lot more. It's hit or miss if you can do it, and then it's hit or miss whether it's a good price or not. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. But Brazil also has their own version of eBay, Amazon, where you can buy pretty much any item. They have like Uber Eats, where you can deliver food and stuff. I need to clean out my sink. So yeah, we have all that stuff. All right, I need to try to do two things at once, so pardon me while I do this. So soon I'm gonna have to go get lunch and show you guys the market here in about 30 minutes or so. So time to get things moving as I wash dishes. I can't imagine this is going to be a very fun part for you, but if you bear with me, I will try to look at the screen occasionally and answer any questions. So feel free to ask any questions. Chad, no quick fires, because you know how that goes. It might go faster since I don't have Patrick to distract me or Ronnie to distract me, but you never know with me what'll come into my brain. I'm gonna load my nice dishwasher here with some dishes. It's good times. Silverware. It's dishes time and the Swisher home. Okay. Checked. What's going on over here? Beats what I'm doing here at work. What are you doing there at work, Chad? Give us some details. Tell us the nitty gritty about work right now. I'll be honest, I don't remember what you do. So if you want to remind me what you do for a living, and that will help me to remember. So we got the boiled water, just to change the subject real quick, and I'm pouring it into the tub for rinsing dishes. And then I'm going to use my trusty pot to transfer water into the washing tub. Sorry I don't have a good angle to where you can watch me. Wash me? No, you're not going to wash me. So you're going to wash me, dang it. So you can watch me do the dishes. It's really not that exciting, and I'm sure a lot of you guys wash dishes. But even still, this is not what you're used to. I'm currently transferring my hot water into these containers, putting a little cool water because I don't want to scald my hands and burn myself. How's that feel? That's good. How's that feel? That's pretty good. Almost the right temperature. But we need more water. So I'm going to do this. And then I imagine at this point Chad has responded to the answer to the question. All right. Chad said, I do mass property appraisal work. Cool. I don't know what to say to that. That sounds like something big. Mass property. So like it's really massive property appraisal work. I have a friend who does insurance appraisal. So I kind of understand what you're talking about. And maybe those are connected in some small way. I don't know. But that's cool, man. I imagine that's not too exciting, but hopefully you enjoy at least a little bit of what you do or the people you interact with. You probably get a good mix of computer work and people work, and hopefully you give people good news. I don't know though, maybe not. Terry Jack said, I do dishes in the evening. Don't like waking up to a sink full of dishes. I understand. That's why I rinse the dishes in the sink and I put them to the side of the sink. So then my sink is not full of dishes. But I'm sorry. Yeah, some people, my wife is the same way. She has the personality where she can't stand dishes, but she's learned that if she leaves the dishes long enough, I'll do them and she won't have to do them. And since she works at a school during the day, she doesn't have to look at them very much. My problem is in the evening, I always want to devote that to my kids and my wife. Not that you don't do that, Terry Jack, but I am like super protective of it. So I don't even want to spend time doing the dishes. So since I work from home, I say I'll just do it during the day sometimes, which is what I'm doing now. Right now, Chad says, I'm updating a town's worth of property cards to indicate gas line tests. Right over my head. But it sounds cool. It sounds fun. All right, I need to wash some dishes now. So I got my trusty sponge and start getting the silverware, all the good things. I do have some dishes already over here that I need to put away. Mass appraisal means I look at a county at a time, not just individual properties. Okay, that's cool. That's that probably is working with some big numbers then. And you probably have a team of people that you're working with or those kind of things. Nice. I kind of do some sort of appraisal when I'm planning a mission trip. I appraise how much it's going to cost. I appraise how much it's going to cost to go somewhere, to do something, to go do touristy things. Yeah, that's cool, man. Very cool. Usually this is my podcasting time. So I'm listening to podcasts and my wife makes fun of me because she says, can't you just do things in silence? And I say I could, but it gets really monotonous, really boring. So now you guys are my podcast today. So you guys better ask questions, comments, whatever to get my mind going, because if I get bored, I don't want to turn on a podcast, but I also want to let you work. What is everybody doing right now? Those that are listening, the 4 of you that are on here, besides Chad, because he just told me what they're doing. Fluxel said he was doing something. Fluxel, what do you do for a living? What's your job? I'm always interested in the people's jobs too, because some of you do a job where you can't get on Twitch, but like someone like Matt, he's been on Twitch all day, but I know what he does. He's an engineer and plans stuff he's doing a fire alarm system renovation, reapplication, something. And he's not creeping. He's like in the chat, but not in the chat because he's working hard. But what do the rest of you guys do? Oh, we have some more information. Terry Jack. Wait. Yeah, I have teams. We have teams for counties. Okay, so Chad said, yeah, we have teams for counties, and we do about 1/3 of the counties in Ohio. Cool. You probably work on Lucas County then, which is one of my favorite counties ever. The Terry Jack said, I could see doing them during the day being helpful, but when I try to do them during the day, I still end up with big pots and pans for my wife cooking dinner. Yeah, that's true. So, can you get good wings in Brazil? Sad news, that's another thing that I miss. Good wings, like Buffalo, whether it's Buffalo Wild Wings, a local wing place, they do not exist here. They don't know how to do wings. There's been 1 or 2 places that I've gone to, like a bar restaurant where they made good dry rub wings, but sometimes I'm a sauce guy. So I love every type of sauce, and to me, when you're going to make it hot and you're going to make it, tasty, you got to have a good sauce. So they don't use a lot of sauces. They do have barbecue sauce here, but it's awful. There are a few items that I always have Americans bring when they come visit, or family or friends, or anybody who has anybody visiting from the U.S. There are 2 things we always say. Bring us Jiffy peanut butter and bring us, what's the other one? Oh, I have it in my refrigerator. Where are you? Sweet Baby Ray's. Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. I love it. And so that is something that I always have people bring. And when we go visit the U.S., we stock up on those two things. We used to do log cabin. We love fake maple syrup. But I actually learned using maple lean how to make good maple syrup that's very fake but very tasty, and it's nice and thick. I don't know if any of you are like maple syrup, like natural maple syrup lovers, but I don't like it. It's like sweet water, and I like it nice and thick. I like it to coat the pancake or the waffle, French toast, those kind of things. So I'm very much American when it comes to maple syrup. So what else? While I've been yammering on, what has been going on? So Fluxel said he manages software development group at label manufacturing companies. Very cool. Software stuff. That's nice. Super glamorous. It sounds like it. The way you say it, it's like, oh yes, I'm a software development engineer and I work with label manufacturing companies. That's how I heard it in my head when I read it. And then Chad said, I won't tell you what I'm having for lunch today. Now that you've said that, I already know what you're having for lunch today. And I'm salivating right now thinking about it. Thanks a lot. No, man. Chad, guilt-free. You enjoy those wings. Actually, send me a picture of some wings and maybe I'll just close my eyes and imagine that I ate them with you. And how about this? The way you can make it up to me, is when I come visit Toledo, Perrysburg, when I come visit Perrysburg, Ohio, we will go get some wings together. Okay? You don't have to pay, but we will get some wings together. So if you agree to do that with me, and then we do it in June or July, depending on when I'm in Perrysburg, then we'll call it even. I'll say it's okay that you had wings without me today, as long as you have wings with me later. Sound good? All right, sounds good. And then of course your wife was welcome, because I have to meet your better half, and anybody else who's in the Perrysburg, Toledo, northwestern Ohio area, you're welcome to join us for wings. It will be a good old time. I can't wait. I can't wait to visit the U.S. I'm so excited. Not only because it's been 4 years, 3.5 years since my whole family visited the U.S. I visited the U.S. once because my grandmother died in 2015. I visited again last September, where I got to meet Patrick and some of the other people in the MTDG community. But then my wife visited for her parents' 50th wedding anniversary. But other than that, like, my kids haven't been there in 4 years, and so now they're almost double the age they were than when they were last there. They need to visit the U.S. I'm so excited for them. But to get back to why I originally said that, I am so excited to meet all of you. Like, as many of the people I can meet in West Virginia, Ohio, and Indiana, or if meeting some people halfway or somehow getting together, man, I can't wait. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to visit other cool people like Delvin Cox in Miami. Who else? Ash Michelle in Scotland. That's a little too far for me. Sorry, Ashley. Ashery. I won't get to visit you. But I hope some people I'll get to visit with. So, good. All right, what's been going on over here? Need to come to Chicago at some point. You're right, Fluxel. And in fact, Fluxel, let me tell you, trying to remember Fluxel. This is, no, Fluxel. Sorry, I get the Discord and Twitter handles mixed up. I like the way you think, Fluxel. We should definitely crash at Ed's house. Let's make sure to do that. But I'm blanking on your name. Adam, yes, it's Adam Peath, right? You're Fluxel. See, sometimes I don't get the Discord and the Twitter handles matched up with the people. And here you are. So, yes, Adam. I say all that to say Adam because I wanted to call you by your real name. I actually have some contacts in Chicago that I'm working with right now that I'm hoping to visit. If not this time, the next time I'm in the U.S. in 2 years. I know that's a long ways away, but I agree. I'm going to be in Indiana, and maybe you can just swing by Ed Placencia's place, and we can meet and hang out at Ed's. I think we should plan that out. That would be a great idea. That's like us meeting in the middle, right? I come from Brazil and meet you in Indiana, you're just one state over. That would be fantastic. I like that idea. I'm glad you brought that up. But I also need to visit Chicago because, as I said, there are people there that I'm going to be doing mission and work with. So, it's good stuff. Chad said we can meet up there. Ed is about an hour and a half from Toledo. I love how we are volunteering Ed for all this. I know, right? Someone clip this video, this section, and send it to Ed Placencia so that he knows what our plans are. That we are going to crash at his house. We are going to crash at his place. He's a laid-back guy. He'll be fine with it. I think he'll be all good with it. Washing dishes, talking to my homies, it's so fun now, can't believe it, never done this, it's the first time, how do I continue washing dishes and singing at the same time, I cannot multitask well, my brain is on one track, yeah, I think I hear boiling. I don't know if you can hear the boiling, but I can hear the boiling. I think I need to stop the boiling water. Add it. That's hot. You sent a screenshot. All right, I'll look at that later. I'm not looking at it right now. And I'm going to make sure to eat my lunch first before I go looking at your screenshot that I told you to send, but now I'm regretting having you send it because now I'm just going to miss wings even more. All right, let's see. I think that's... I had to add some more water. My rinsing water wasn't high enough. All right. My friend that's supposed to come over in 2 hours, he just wrote me. And I've invited him to my house at least 4 times or 5 times, and he's come 1 time. So odds are he's about to cancel. And if that's the case, it's win-win. If he comes, we'll get to hang out. You get to meet my friend, Raul, and we'll get to play some games together and talk and stuff. But if he doesn't, we'll get to play video games. And we'll get to hang out even more together personally. So, either way. Ed's house meetup. Matt, you're the best. I love you. Now we just got to send that. You guys can send that to Ed, or if I get a chance later. Oh, I can't go to your house today because I need to help my parents with something. Raul canceled. I'm not surprised. But God bless you too, Raul. He's not watching right now. I don't know why I'm talking to you. I'll write him later. But I do need to open up. I need to open link in new tab. I'm not going to play it right now. Pause. Pause. All right. So, that's awesome. I can't wait to... I wish I could see Ed's face when he's just like, why did they... What? This is happening? Yep, it's happening, Ed. Whether you like it or not, it's happening. All right. So anyways, my whole afternoon just opened up. So guess what? From now until... For the next 4 hours, it's you and me. So we're going to go and get lunch. I might go to the bank, I'm not sure. And we're going to game. And I don't know what else, but we'll figure it out. First of all, I got to finish the dishes because I've gotten nowhere. This is why I listen to podcasts. And I don't talk to... but it's worth it. I'm not even going to even fake to complain. It's so worth it to talk to you guys and hang out. It's so weird. Part of me feels kind of vain because it's like, hey, come watch at me talk and do dishes. But it's not about me. It's about us. We are Groot, as Groot would say. So it's cool to be connected with you guys and do this. Anyways, washing more dishes. There really aren't that many dishes, so we're good. I need to, there's 3 you chaps still on here, sticking with me. Yes. If you plan it, he has no choice. All right, I'm typing on the chat just to make sure I'm still connected with the chat, to make sure it's still working okay. All right, continuing to wash the dishes. I gotta keep on task. We can't get off task. We gotta keep things real. productive guy. Because I have a tendency to not be productive. Nobody's typed on the chat. So maybe you guys are being productive at your job. That's fine. Keep being productive. But if every, couple minutes you can just type a word just to make sure, because I'm really self-conscious about the chat. I really don't like the idea of me talking. Hey, there we go. Yep. All right. Thanks, Matt. Matt's always available, even for being how hard he's working. He's always available to remind me. Can you be my chat moderator? And just make sure from time to time that you're with us. Her? What? Her. What's her? Her? Here? I don't know what you're saying. Chad Fackler just wrote her with 2 R's. Here. Her's like the potato chips? Here, fat fingers. Oh, okay. Oh, here. Yes. Here. Yes, you're here. Great. You guys working hard, hanging out. Ash Michelle's working hard, doing interviews and such. Hollywood Bones is probably hanging out with his family. Who else? Barnaby. I think he's working hard too. You guys all working hard. I'd say it makes me jealous, but it doesn't. I probably should be working hard. But instead, I'm having more productive time in terms of relationships. So it's good times. So Matt, when you get a chance, why don't you type out your thoughts? I haven't been able to watch your streams. I'm sorry. I'm not a very good stream watcher. So for sure, Matt, Mr. Arctic Warlocks, if you want to type out your thoughts on Division 2 for us on there. If you want to plug your Twitch stream, when you usually Twitch stream, you can do that too. And Adam, I didn't see, yes, you're doing software engineering stuff, so you already said that. I knew that. Doing the software stuff, so you're probably doing that. You're using a computer, therefore how you can also be on the chat as well. You guys are all working with computers, so it only makes sense why you guys can join me and work at the same time. Congratulations. All right, I'm done rambling. I'm gonna keep keep washing some dishes. I got some hot water over there just in case to use. And what about you, Mr. Fackler? Have you been playing anything lately? You and your wife been playing any games? I know you're usually on the watching and listening end. You don't actually throw out any media other than your dad jokes. And please don't ever stop that. You are one of my better sources of dad jokes. I did start following a dad joke account, 2 dad joke accounts on Instagram, but I don't always look at Instagram. It's not one that I go to. Normally I go to Discord first, talk with people in the Discord channels or Discord servers of MTTG and GMG. Then I go to Twitter, then I go to Facebook, and then occasionally I go to Instagram. I need to go there more so I can see the dad jokes, but you are definitely my main dad joke guy. Bear the Hairless, Chad Fackler playing that Overwatch. Man, I don't think I've played Overwatch in a week. I need to play some Overwatch. We might have to do that this afternoon, or this evening, or this weekend. Somehow, some way we have to figure it out, play some Overwatch. I think Mr. Adam, Mr. Fluxel, he plays Overwatch on PC, or he's more of a PC gamer, board game gamer. So sorry, Adam, you can't always join us, but we'd love to hear about it anyways. Tried out the new character, the B character, the other night. Oh, okay, Baptiste, I think, is the name. It's a healer of some kind. What did you think of Baptiste? I haven't got to try the new. I did get the download the other day when I was playing Fallout, so I forgot that new character was coming out. So I'm curious to know how good he is. I think it's a he. Baptiste is a he, the character. Yep, PC and board games, Master Race and Analog Race. Hey man, you do you. I can't keep up with PC, but I completely understand the versatility and kind of it's like gaming on your phone. You know, everything is there. Like when you game on a, PlayStation or Xbox, of course they're much more connected socially now than they used to be, but sometimes it just makes sense to do a good PC. But I just can't keep up with the drivers and the updates, and not that the updates are any better on PlayStation or Xbox, but you know what I mean. So, Yeah, Fluxel. Let's hear about some board games you like to play. I can't say that my board game lineup is outside of the pop culture-y kinds, like playing Uno with my kids, playing Candyland. All the board games here are in Portuguese, and we have like a 20 questions. We have a 20 questions board game. It's pretty good. We have, trying to think of the ones we have. We really just play the mainline ones, apples to apples. We have one called Loaded Questions that's really cool, where you ask questions to people and then you mix up the names so that you don't know who gave what answer, and then you guess who gave that answer. It's a pretty fun game, but with my family, with the four of us, that game doesn't really work because my son is 5, he can't write yet, and my daughter can write, but not that great. And they would give obvious answers. Like James would give an answer of dinosaurs for everyone. But that's a cool game that we like to play. What else? Candyland. And then we have just good old-fashioned deck of cards. Let's see. I really want to hop into Overwatch. PS, when you guys do custom games at some point. I also want to hop in and do the custom games. I do also want to hop into public games so that I can earn some PlayStation trophies. Because as you know, I like those PlayStation trophies, and I can't get those in custom games. So while I enjoy the camaraderie and the togetherness of doing Overwatch and custom games, I sometimes want to try my hand at getting some trophies. But I'm with you, man, and let's agree that when we catch wind of a custom game happening, that we'll let the other know, okay? Because I'm not always good at keeping in the loop of what's happening. I try to. Through Discord, I'm pretty good at it, but other stuff, it's hit or miss for sure. Tonight I think I'm going to be playing with Shelter, playing with Jonathan, and playing, I just spilled water on myself, playing Fallout 76, so that will be my evening game after my evening class with my buddy Adriano over Google Hangout. Ooh, I see an icon. Hey, the real Bashji 66, hi! What's up, the real Bashji, how are you? Welcome to the stream of a Brazilian mountaineer doing dishes. It's awesome. Sup? What's your gamer tag? Real Bastion. Fluxel, Adam, your gamer tag has got a little pound sign and 1847. That's fun. That looks like your Discord. That looks like your Discord name. That's the only time I've seen that in people's names as a hashtag. Hey, but the real Bashji 66, do I know you, or are you a newcomer to, I don't know, this channel? I don't know. Feel free to introduce yourself, because I'd like to meet you, find out who you are, where you're from. If I know you already, you have 66, so were you born in 66? Or are you 66? Or are you releasing Order 66? Oh snap, I didn't think about that. That kind of scary. Are you a Sith Lord? I'm curious to know. Favorite board game at the moment is Power Grid and Scythe. Hey, where, when, why, WTF, lunch! After dishes. I have to finish watching dishes first, and then I will have lunch. So, where, when, why, WTF, and the real Bashji 66. Feel free to introduce yourselves while I'm doing dishes. My name is Lucas Ham Swisher. I am a Brazilian. No, I'm not a Brazilian. I'm an American from West Virginia. I'm a mountaineer and a Brazilian living in Brazil. And I am doing an all-day stream because our podcast got 15 ratings and reviews over the course of about 4 months, and I'm doing something crazy. And so this is my crazy thing, is streaming my life all day and hanging out with whomever wants to hang out with me. So, it's part of the fun. Oops. Drop my straw. Alright. Let's see. Hold on, I'm trying to... 66 is my lucky number. Alright, Real Bashji. 66. My lucky number is 4. Do you know why? My great uncle, back in the day, he used to call all his great nephews, he used to give all of us numbers instead of learning our real names. And I was ugly number 4. And that's how he prefaced each number, is we were ugly number. So my older cousin Timmy was ugly number 3. My other cousin Jamie, ugly number 2, and then my oldest cousin Jeremy was ugly number 1. I feel bad for him, but I was ugly number 4, and then beyond that, 4 was my lunch number in middle school and high school, and at various times in various ways the number 4 pops up. I wouldn't say it's my lucky number. You have to believe in luck, but for fun, I like to say 4 is my lucky number. So, let's see. Just realized that's my Blizzard tag. All right. Cool. Blizzard tag. Real Bash, do you live in Macedonia? That is really cool. I will say you're the first person I have ever met in Macedonia. And that is so cool that you joined us. Feel free to connect with us on Twitter. I am at MTTG Brazil Team. I don't know if that shows up on here. I'm going to write it actually real quick. Sweet. Oh, of course, Patrick, you chime in on me being called ugly number 4. I appreciate that. Where are you? The Real Bash G. Sweet. MTTG Brazil Team for our podcast at the GMG Podcast. What else did I want to write? And even Facebook. Lucas Ham Swisher. Yeah, and that goes for everybody. So, yeah, I followed you so I can keep in contact. Sweet, man. I don't always stream a whole lot, but you never know. After this full day of streaming, I might just feel inspired to stream some more. That's my introduction for the next episode. Thanks, Patrick. I will definitely try to remember to put that in there or not. You'll probably edit it in and find some way to get it in there. Let's see. If all of you don't even done, I'm just lurking while I'm working. Yeah, that's true. You probably are. It's probably too early for lunch. So, Adam said, if you want a good family board game, my entire family loves to play Mochukoro. The youngest is 12, though. So are you saying that Mochukoro is more for double-digit aged kids? Or that's just to give me context of how old your kids are? Either way. I don't know what happened. Sorry, I was looking at something on Discord and I was like, what? Bad Gamer Elite, our buddy Lim, he said something and I wanted to see what it was. But that's cool. So Mochikore, what kind of game is that? Tell us about it. And then for the rest of you, the Real Bash G, feel free to give us more information about your life in Macedonia. That's really cool. And also, Where, When, and WTF, who was with us, you can also introduce yourself if you want. And I'm going to go back to washing dishes. This is my least favorite dish right here. So, for a while now, this jug was my wife's job to clean this jug. Because my hands are too big to go right in it, like easily. It scrapes my hands around the ring. Well, there was one time I literally left this jug at the sink for 2 full weeks and she did not clean it. So eventually I just got so angry I just shoved my hand and cleaned it, shoved my hand in and cleaned it, and now I don't even make her clean it. I take one for the team, as it were, and I let my hand bend around and I clean it out. It's really a pain. And this one has this little handle. You can't clean it. You can put soapy water in it, but you can't touch it with anything. There's nothing curvy enough. I don't have a pipe cleaner or anything. It's really chato, as Brazilians would say. That's the word for annoying. It's really annoying, and I don't like it. But guess what? C'est la vie. That's French for such is life. At least that's what my Spanish teacher told me. All right, back to this. What's going on over here? Should be doable with younger kids, but might need to team up with a parent for a while. That's all right. My son's 6 now. Yes, my son is 6 now. So I think I said he was 5 during the stream at some point. But my son's 6 now, and we totally still have to, for most games, we have to go with him. One, because he is a sore loser. I don't know about your kids, Adam, but my kids, my daughter's gotten better as she's gotten older, but my son, he does not like to lose. And when we play Lego, if I try to work ahead of him, if I try to do something, if I do too many tasks, or his sister does too many tasks, he gets super angry. Like, super angry. I don't even joke that he, cries, and we have to limit his gaming and fun time because he gets so frustrated. All right, we're getting there, people. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 dishes left to wash. Let's see how dirty the water is. It's been a while since I changed it. We should probably do one more. No, I don't want. I want to use fresh water. We need one more load of water. One more load of water should do it. That's a terrible song I just sang. I didn't really sing the song, but you know what I mean. Alright. Boil that water. Boil that water. Clicky clicky. Clicky clicky. There you go. Alright. So, Adam, where was I? Oh, first, the real Bashti. There's nothing interesting in Macedonia other than politics. Yes. I've not heard specifically about Macedonian politics, but in general, in that general area of the Middle East and other places around north, south, east, west, politics are very interesting. But I bet if you shared some stuff with us Americans and us Brazilians and whoever else is here, we would find things interesting that maybe you don't think is interesting. Other than that, Adam said, my son is a bit on that side as well, getting better though. Yeah, aos poucos, little by little, it gets there. So how's the weather there, Rubash, she said. The weather here is pretty nice right now. We just started fall because we're in the southern hemisphere. So while everybody in the north just started spring, we're starting fall, and it's like in the, I imagine you use centigrade, so Celsius. So right now it's in the lower 20s, I think. Sometimes I'm not very good at using centigrade, but in Fahrenheit, we're like right around 70 right now. We're having an overcast day. It rains off and on still. The rainy season is kind of stretched longer than it normally does. But yeah. Actually, Hillary Clinton sued us because we are wasting too much electricity. Really? Really? An American is suing another country for them using too much of a resource? I think that's a no-no. Hillary needs slapped on the hand because that's just crazy. That they would sue another country for using too much electricity. Because we don't consume 80% of the world's resources, along with China and the other big countries like India, who they get so little resources that they would use it if they had it, but since they're not able to get it, or people aren't sharing it, or whatever, this is such a poor country, they're not in the same boat. So I don't even see how the U.S. can sue anybody for using too much of anything. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So what are you guys doing there, Vashti, to use up so much electricity? Are you guys like, I don't know, like do you leave all your lights on 24/7? Do you have like 5 TVs? Do you all have electric cars so you plug them all in every day? I don't know how the technology works in that part of the world. I don't want to do the typical American thing and be like, oh, it's all desert or it's all this or all that, so I won't even presume to know that kind of stuff. Like people here would be surprised how many people that live in the jungle, how many people that live in the poorest parts of Sao Paulo that all have cell phones. Like cell phones are everywhere. They either steal it, buy it, find it, etc. Everybody has a cell phone. It's crazy. I can watch a video. She even said it. Oh, there's a video on her trying to sue Macedonia, suing the Macedonia for its use of electricity. That's crazy. That is a crazy. But when it comes to American politics, along with politics in general, I'm never surprised when people do crazy stuff. It comes with the territory, as it were. So, all right. Here's another thing you guys might find funny. See these Ziploc bags? Did you know they're reusable when you wash them? Some of you might be like, that's gross. But others of us who know how expensive it is to buy Ziploc bags know that you can wash these multiple times, and until they get holes in them, they're perfectly fine for, keeping stuff in them. And they get really, this used to be clear, now it's not. Hashtag missionary life. So, when I go to the U.S. and I see Ziploc baggies, it takes everything within me to not wash them with the dishes. Like at my parents' house, I start washing the Ziploc bags and my parents are like, what are you doing? Are you crazy? I'm like, yeah, I'm crazy. And then I throw it in the trash and I feel like I feel like a sinner. Like I feel like a terrible person that I just threw a Ziploc bag in the trash. I know that's silly and probably crazy, but that's just the perspective I have on Ziploc bags. Alright, I'm dumping out my water because it's kind of dirty. I need to get a new batch, one more batch of water to finish up, and then I'm going to guess in 17 minutes we're going to go to the market. Or at least I'm going to get ready like I'm going to the market, because I'm hungry. It's 12:30 and I need some pastel and some caldo de cana. Alright, one of our pots is boiling. Oh good, I'm not alone then. You wash the Ziploc baggies too. Cool. Alright, I can't do anything with that because I just dumped all my water because it was way too dirty. Let's reposition some of my supplies here. And I can take this apart because I haven't washed this in a while. For those of you that have canisters that you keep stuff in, if you have one of these like squeeze canisters, from time to time it's good to pop off the bottom and clean them. I'm not very... sometimes hard to do that, and I don't want to cut myself. I'm gonna get a dirty knife and pop this off. Yes. Because what happens is, you know, stuff just it resealed itself. Come on. I shoved my finger in there. There we go. Yep, getting there, little by little. But I recommend you wash your canisters. This one looks good, but they don't always look good. So it's good to wash them. This is my peanut canister, where we keep our snacked peanuts. Snacked? Or peanut snacks, I guess would be better. Come on. One boiled and one didn't. Alright, so we're pouring our last batch of soapy water. Check. And check. We no longer need to boil any more water, which is good. Here's another fun fact about how ovens and stuff work here. Is for those that were at the tour earlier when I went outside, we have a gas tank. Yeah, a natural gas tank, like one that you would use for a grill in the U.S., a gas grill. And we only have one tank, and you can't just fill it up, obviously. You have to get a new one, exchange the empty one for the full one. Well, we can't do it until it's empty. So there'll be times when we're making dinner and the gas just goes, and it's like Sunday night, early morning breakfast before they're open, and you're like, time to use the microwave. And so, yeah, that's something that's something I miss from the U.S., just having a natural gas connection to where I don't run out of natural gas. It just comes through when I need it, and then I just move on. Okay, so, WTF, I don't want to call you WTF, W cubed. W cubed said, pastel and caldo de cana from Feta. Are you in Sao Paulo? I am in Sao Paulo, my friend, and I am definitely going to our local Feta to get caldo de cana and pastel. And I'm guessing that it's possible you're from Brazil because you did not ask me what pastel and caldo de cana is. Not everybody knows that. So, where are you from, W cubed? Where, when, why? I'll just call you where, when, why. Where are you from, where, when, why? I am in Zona Sul, in southern part of Sao Paulo, near Interlagos Shopping. My address is, just kidding, I'm not going to give my address over Twitch, I'm not that dumb. I don't need lots of strange visitors coming to my house. Da, 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 da. A watch pot never boils, and I'm living that right now because I have nothing else to do. I'm just watching this pot, but I'm watching the screen too. A watch chat room never chats. That's another phrase that I just coined. I should trademark it. No, that's not how that works, is it? All right, we're getting up to 9. Can we cross the 10 viewers mark? Woo! I wonder how many of you are bots. Probably 4. So did I miss the explanation of why you're wearing Ken's shirt? No, I didn't tell the story. Thanks for asking, Ronnie J. Hey buddy, welcome to the chat. I'm so glad to see you. So, this is my favorite shirt that I brought from the U.S. You've heard of this fun little store called Gabriel Brothers. We don't have those kind of stores here in Brazil where you can get like, it's like a, it's. I think everybody here knows about Gabriel Brothers, but if you don't, Gabriel Brothers is a store that's like between a normal store like Walmart or Target or a department store and what would be the like a hand-me-down store or a, what are the names of those places? It's been so long, so I don't remember. My hard drive reboots every year, and I've been here for 7 years. Goodwill. Gabriel Brothers is right in the middle. So Gabriel Brothers has like the reject shirts, the shirts they mixed up. The stores, like one sleeve's longer than the other, or the pants have 3 legs on them or something crazy like that. And they take these to Gabriel Brothers and sell them at a discounted price. So I found a section with a bunch of shirts that just had names and random logos on it, Ronnie. And I went crazy. Like I used to have 3 or 4 of these shirts. One of the shirts I had to get rid of because my wife connected that shirt with an ex-girlfriend that I had. So, as you can imagine, happy wife, happy life. I got rid of that shirt. It was actually my favorite shirt. It was Florida Sanitation. It was striped. I can't remember what the name was. So this is the last one I have left. And it says Ken. I don't know why. And it says another handyman, which is ironic. I am far from a handyman. I am like not a handyman. So that's my long-winded explanation of where this shirt came from. And I also wore it to the market because it has a pocket. And when I go to lunch here in 15 minutes, I know I said that 5 minutes ago, I'm going to wear it again. So, what filling do you like in the pastel? So sometimes, hold on real quick, Ronnie J said, good move getting rid of that. That was a very good move, yes. And as soon as my wife said it, I tried to not show what I was thinking. Because what I was thinking was, but I really like the shirt. I don't want to get rid of it. And I was like, oh, I shouldn't do that. So I was like, yeah, get rid of it, no problem. It's gone. But I still miss that shirt. Not the ex-girlfriend, the shirt. To be clear, Mindy, if you're watching, I do not miss the connection with that shirt with anybody else. I just miss the shirt. That's all. Patrick, are you still there? Can you edit this out and delete what I just said? I think I'm just digging a hole for myself and I'm going to get in trouble if my wife is listening. She's not listening, but you never know what people are going to like clip this and then they're going to send it to my wife and be like, you should hear what your husband said about you on this Twitch stream that he shouldn't be doing right now. He should be working instead. But anyways, I digress. I'm done with that. Thank you. Patrick, take care of it. Edit it out. Thanks. In my pastel, so my go-to is cheese. It's nothing like a good block of cheese shoved into a pastry and then fried in oil. It's amazing. But sometimes I want to go crazy. There's dried meat, carne seca. That's a good one. There's also pizza, which has like a little bit of sauce, a little bit of seasoning. That's like a pizza. It's like the better of the pizza rolls or pizza pockets or those things in the U.S. that you can get in the freezer section and microwave. This one's fresh. It's good. There's pepperoni ones. Love those. There's, what else? There's one that I really like. There's shrimp ones. Shrimp and cheese. So good. And the sweet and the salty, so to explain caldo de cana, if you haven't listened to the podcast or you're not from Brazil, it's sugar juice. It's sugar cane juice. So sugar cane, which is where we get a lot of our sugar, most of our sugar. The plant itself is a grass. They shove it, I'll show you when I go back to the market. But they make it into a juice and it is so good. So you get the sweet and salty, just all of it together. So good. All right, so, yeah, Patrick, you said sure, but I know what you really mean. And then Ronnie's like, abort all ex-girlfriend talk. That is correct. Abort, refresh, change this. Okay, I really need to finish these dishes. I blame you, Ronnie, for getting me distracted and making me talk about ex-girlfriends. And what's funny is she wasn't even ex-girlfriend as I continue to talk about it. She was a girl I had a crush on, so maybe that's worse. She associated it with the girl I used to have a crush on. I don't have a crush on her anymore. It's been 20 years. I've moved on. So anyways, stop bringing it up, Ronnie. I'm not talking about it anymore. Oh, that's too much. Too much cold water. Crap. That'll be fine. All right. Back to this hot. That's not hot. Oh, yeah, it's pretty hot. It's hot enough. Okay. Patrick's like, stop. I can't stop. It just comes out. Lemon on caldo chicana is so good. Yes. When, where, why? You read my mind. That's what I'm getting today. So last week when I went by myself, I got caldo chicana puro, which is just the sugarcane juice by itself. But you can also get it with pineapple, lime. It's amazing with lime. It's like lemonade, but sweet lemonade that's like so rich and I'm getting a jug of that to share with my wife and daughter because they love lime caldo chicana. Oh, see you. Bye, when, where, why, how, what. It was nice to meet you. Hope to see you again sometime. Okay, I really have to wash these dishes, people, because I want to eat. And then I want to come back and I'll play video games with Patrick. Patrick, you going to be ready to play video games in like an hour? Video game it up? Let me know. Send me a message. I know you always seem to listen when I say dumb things or do dumb things, so maybe I should talk about mustard or mousse-tard, as some people call it. Or maybe I should talk about games where people hit each other while they're holding balls, like, footballs, soccer balls. What do you think? You think I should talk about that? Maybe? Let me know you're listening to stop me from shoving my foot in my mouth. I just lost 4 people. That's too bad. I guess I shouldn't have talked about mustard. Or in games. So, anyways, I'm going to just keep washing dishes. Take this moment to wash the dishes. Too late. Too late. Indeed, it's too late. 'Cause it's too late to apologize. It's too late. Singing you songs. I haven't sung as much as I wanted to. I wanted to sing lots of songs and wow you with my baritone voice. Just kidding. That was just me being silly. I really need music to join me. Mr. Music, Mark Boucher himself. Now that's a man with a voice. And like he said, I really hope that he does the Tuesday night worship practice or even a church service and just streams it on Twitch. That would be cool. I think that would be sweet. Well, you guys, I hope you know this makes washing dishes very fun to have you with me. Even though it takes me a lot longer to do the dishes, it's worth it. Because I am not alone. All right. Got to do some karaoke. Yeah. I might have time. Depends on work. No worries, Patrick. Just keep me posted. If you can't, you can't. I also have work to do. But being that this is a crazy day that I'm not going to do all the time, I'm going with it. And I'm kind of putting work on the back burner. I have a Sunday school lesson that I still have not put on paper or on PowerPoint that I definitely need to do sooner rather than later, but I'll get there. We'll play it by ear. If you work, I'll work a little. If you can game, I'll game a little. Maybe we'll do a little bit of both. First, I have to have lunch, and I have to finish these dishes, or these Ziploc baggies. Fly me to the moon and da, 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 da. In other words, be true. I can't remember the words, so I'm not singing it out loud for all to hear, or singing it very loud for all to hear. Okay, I was just making sure nobody said anything. I'm going to continue washing. I need no more distractions until I wash these dishes. Alright, I really gotta, I think they usually stay open until 2, which is like an hour and a half from now. They should be open, and there should be quite a lot of people there right now, but I don't want to tempt fate, and I want to make sure to get caldo chicana. No worries, Chad Fackler. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you later, buddy. Take it easy. Just washing them dishes. Have fun working. It's an hour earlier, so for you East Coast people, it's probably, well, no, you still got another 30 minutes to an hour before lunchtime, I imagine. But here in Brazil, it's an hour later, and I am like, I'm hungry. I need some food. Washing dishes now, a job that never seems to end. I pick up dirty dishes and then I wash them once again. In other words, I wish I had disposable dishes. In other words, I wish I could throw them in the trash. That didn't rhyme oh well. Someday my kids will be old enough to do my job. I can sit right back with my wife and... Nope, I can't think of a word to rhyme with that. And watch some movies. In other words, parenting rocks as long as your kids listen. Yep, that didn't rhyme either. Dang. I'm usually pretty good at rhyming, but right now I'm both washing dishes, talking with you, and singing at the same time. That really splits my mind. And then you never know what's going to come out of my mouth. So, what is everybody's lunch plans? Have you guys thought about it yet? You already know what you're going to do for lunch, what you're going to eat. I've shared about what I'm going to eat. Chad Fackler has shared a picture that I haven't seen yet, what he's going to eat. How about the rest of you lurking, listening? What are your lunch plans? Let me live vicariously through you. While I enjoy caldo de cana and pastels, I also enjoy hearing about the other foods you eat and living vicariously through you and your experiences. Maybe you guys can all post pictures of what you're eating. You're going to eat alone, you're going to eat with a friend. I'm probably going to get my food and bring it back here and then eat with you. But we'll see. Depends on how it goes. It should be doable. It'll be just like breakfast. Maybe I'll read a Bible verse. Still have a few more Bible verses to read. We need to get into Mark. That's what I'm working on right now. That's the other thing. You guys reading any books, Bible verses? You guys do any devotional times during the day, morning, lunchtime? My one student, Adaldo, who listens to the show, and I teach him English on Tuesdays and Fridays. He actually has a small group at his job where during their lunchtime, they usually get extended lunchtime so they can get away with this, but they do a Bible study during their lunchtime, and they have a time of prayer, time of reading the Word. Do you guys have anything like that at your jobs? Participate in anything like that? I know at the school I used to teach, we used to do those kind of things, and used to do devotions during lunch. Sometimes kids preferred to play instead of going to a Bible study, but it was still pretty cool just to have the opportunity. All right, last two dishes. The skillet and the, the mandolin was hiding underneath the skillet. And a very large knife. I'm going to do the very large knife first. Two more extra dishes I did not have in the schedule. And I said 20 minutes ago that it was going to be in 15 minutes. So I'm 5 minutes late. That's too bad. You know what? This is Brazil. And we don't work by a crazy schedule here. So it's all good. I'm almost done. These are going to be easy. As long as I don't cut myself on the mandolin, I'll be good to go. I guess my wife didn't use the whatever it's called, not the adapter. There's a piece that goes with the mandolin that you use to slide back and forth, but it's not there. Alright, my chat hasn't moved in a while. Can anybody tell me that they're still with me just so I know my chat's still working, or do I need to refresh? Not that I'm forcing anyone to chat with me, but just want to make sure all the connections are working right, because Brazil stinks when it comes to Twitch. All right, I'm here. Thank you, Matt. You're there. So that means all is well. So that's fine. Keep listening. I'll keep randomly blabbering on about life. Not about ex-girlfriends or ex-crushes or anything like that, but just about life. We are connected. Yeah, you and me, Matt, connected. Just imagine I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger and you're over here as Apollo Creed. I don't remember the actor's name. And we're like, oh, we're making those muscles. And we're like, yeah, we're together. What was his name? Man, I haven't seen Creed 2 yet. Have you guys seen Creed 2 yet? I really want to see it. I have it downloaded on my computer, but my wife and I are going through all the Marvel movies before Endgame comes out. We're on like the last 3 movies, but I can't bring myself to watch any other movies yet. When we have time to watch movies, I want to watch Marvel movies. And I want to watch Into the Spider-Verse, which I haven't seen yet, which I'm very ashamed I haven't seen yet because our very own Patrick Novosel gave it stellar reviews along with many other people in the FTTG, GMG, Twitter communities. All right, last dish, the pancake skillet. I made pancakes for dinner the other day, and this is it. This is the last one. Once I wash this, the dishes are done. We can move on. We've only been doing dishes for like an hour and 20 minutes, which is way longer than what it should be, but we've been having good conversations. I've been incriminating myself, so it's all for good purposes. I don't know if I call it a good purpose, but this is the most I've talked in one whole day, ever. Probably gonna have to spend a few minutes. I need to write back Raul, who said that he was not gonna be coming at 2 o'clock. And so I need to write him back and be like, cool buddy, no worries, next week we'll get together. Like I said, out of the 6 times now that he said he's gonna join me for like an after lunch get together, gaming and Bible study, talking about life, he's canceled on me 5 of those 6 times. So I'm not exactly surprised, but at the same time, I was looking forward to you guys meeting a Brazilian and not just, you guys kind of met Igor, but he didn't know you were on there. You just heard him talking through the computer, which probably was sometimes interesting, just to hear him speaking Portuguese, speaking Portuguese and English. So, all right. I've been just talking. Hey, Jonathan. Hey, man. Hope the stream is going well. It is now that you're here. It's going fine. I've just been doing dishes for the past hour and 20 minutes, chatting with the likes of Ronnie, and we met a guy from Macedonia called Bashti. Bashti 66, the real Bashti 66, I think. I don't know if that's a reference to Bastion or whatever, but actually we don't know if it's a he or she. This person is from Macedonia, so we met them. Looks like we met a person from Brazil also, because they knew about pastels and some of the foods I was talking about. We talked about ex-girlfriends, talked about all kinds of stuff, so it was good times. I'm on my last watching. What are you up to, Jonathan? Are you done with class for the day? Are you off to take a nap after all the classes all morning? You off to lunch? I'm off to lunch here in like 10 minutes. 10 minutes. As God is my witness, I'm having lunch today. And I'm going to eat some good food at the Feta, and you're going to join me. Yes, you. All 2 of you. All right. We're done with the dishes. I just have to clean up the sink. Enough of these shenanigans. That reminds me I need to get a new one of these. I squeegee the sink. Get all the water from the counter. Our counters here are mostly marble and slate granite. One of those, one of those types of substances. I don't remember which one. And they all have borders, and you get them all wet, and you just squeegee them off into the sink. It's pretty nice, actually. Put that there. Put that there. Balance that. Okay, we're done with that. Oh no, I got water on my... Passing the day. Hey, passing the day. How are you? What's happening in here? Dishes? Yep. Just finished dishes. Now I'm going to transition to the living room and then gonna go have lunch. And you guys are gonna join me at a market to have fried cheese pastries and sugarcane juice. So, gonna grab this now. Oh no, when did that pop out? Oops, I didn't mean to press that.